Hi guys, Sansu is back and today I'm going to talk about JSON and user snippets in VS Code. VS Code is short form for Visual Studio Code. So what is JSON? JSON is short form for JavaScript Object Notation. JSON is nothing but JavaScript Object Notation. So, why do we need JSON or what is JSON special from JavaScript? JSON is JSON contains just objects of this JavaScript. Only the objects of the JavaScript. And we can use this JSON and convert it into real JS objects. And in tomorrow's video I will tell you what are objects. Because tomorrow's video will be variables and data types. So, to create a JSON file, we need to type the name and then dot and then you guessed it, JSON, JSON. So, as you can see from the logo, in your logo there may be only these two curly brackets, but due to my extension which I installed, where is this? Yeah, material icon. This material icon theme, it is changed to this symbol. But if I disable this and reload, then you can see my logo is same as your logo. So let us continue like this. So we need to type this obviously because it's in the logo. Enter, and now what to do? As we saw in another logo, there are dots, and dots means something must be written here. It's right. So in double quotes, we need to write some name. And after double quotes, we need to write a colon, and in double quotes, the value, and then a comma at the last. And you can see it is showing an error, trailing comma. Why is it? Because after this comma, there is nothing next. So we need to remove it. You can see this name is in blue color and this is in brown color. Because this name is the name and this is its value. It is like this because of this colon. So if you want to type another thing, like name 2, value 2. Now why it's showing error, expected comma, right? Because when we list something, we write a list item number 1, comma, list item number 2, list item number 3, and so on. So same we should write here also, list item number 1, okay, then a comma, list item number 2. And because there was no comma, it was considering this also as a value and it was giving us an error, and this column was also error. Everything was error just because of only one comma. So now we know how to write JSON, what is JSON. So we'll move to the next topic, user snippets in VS Code. What are user snippets? To explain user snippets, I need to create a index.html file. In index.html, if we type html colon 5, you can see it is showing one snippet. This is a snippet and it is saying it's an element abbreviation. So it also works like a snippet, but it doesn't have commas. So I'll give example of a snippet for now. But in HTML there are not many snippets. So best example will be this only, HTML colon 5. So if I press enter, this all thing will be typed out for me. So to check, you can just click this or press enter. You can see, and we are here at device width, and this is lightly selected, which means if we press tab we will go there, and then press tab, then we will go here, and we can type anything here wherever we are, and then a tab, then we are reached here, and then nothing else where to go. But whenever we start, we always go here and here, but I want to go only here and here. Then what to do? And also I want to edit this. So we use user snippets. Here if you go to manage user snippets and type html.json, first time you need to type, and from the second time it will show at the top. Click it or press enter. You will be reaching here. For you there will be only some text. For me it's so much, it will be only this much for you. It will be place your snippets for HTML here. Each snippet is defined under a snippet name and has a prefix, body and description. The prefix is what is used to trigger the snippet. It means or snippets which you want to make for HTML, you need to place it here, and each snippet is made under a snippet name. They give an example, print to console. This is a snippet name, and this is what it shows when you type html colon 5. Sometimes here it will show something when it's a user snippet. That is nothing but this name, print to console, whichever will come, and then next and prefix, body and description. Body is what we'll type here when we type, and your description and here prefix. Yeah, prefix is what we use here. It's log, but in our case it's html colon 5. So for this to appear, we should write html colon 5. Then there is description, and description is this thing here, this element abbreviation. This thing is the description. So, and like it is selected and unselected, for that we can use labels. Possible variables are $1, $2 for tab stops, $0 for final cursor position, and $1 is label, $2 is another for placeholders. Placeholders with the same IDs are connected. This may be very complicated for you from here to here. It was for me also, but I understood it. So let's go at the bottom. This other text which is there, these all are my snippets. I just uncommented it so that I could show you how to make one. So like first we'll start with our problem. This is our problem, HTML colon 5. We don't want to stop here device width, and we don't want to stop here 1.0. We just want to stop at document and this body. So to start, what will we describe? Obviously, start a blank HTML document, isn't it? But it should be small, so we can write HTML document. So next a colon and then curly brackets, enter, and then as I said in first episode, we can write brackets inside brackets. We are doing that only now. You can see this big one is a bracket, and inside there is another bracket with a name, HTML document. So let's make a prefix, colon, the name as, shall we type HTML to make it work? It would be nice. A comma, enter, and now the main part, the body, and then a colon, a space, and you can see the suggestion it's showing these two brackets and new array. So give the two brackets, and inside if you press enter, now we need to write everything line by line. The first line comma, the second line comma, the third line, everything. So first, what is the first line? This, okay, so let's type it, this and doc type doctype HTML. So colon, enter, and then second line. This. So if we copy and then if we paste it here, we are getting an error. You can see there is double quote. So it is containing this is a text and this is a text, but this is not a text. And in JSON everything must be a text, but here everything is not a text. So there is an error. So to avoid taking these double quotes as a pair for these, we can use a backward slash so that this both combine and they will act like just this double quotes, single double quote. So this will be equal to this. So shall I give you an amazing idea on what to do now? Okay, so first you can see I'll copy the remaining one and I'll paste it here, and then I can just triple click it now. So function right arrow, function go to the last of the line, function shift right arrow and double quote, do it. And do it for this blank line also, but don't use function shift right arrow. So now we have done it, but the main thing, commas. So we'll add commas after every line. Just we will leave the last line, and now we'll use tab spaces to indent them properly. And here all the double quotes should be here, and then if you press tab, you can see that we are moving forward here, but here when we type tab here, it's illegal to use tab, and we can't use forward slash and tab to make it work. So you can see a tab size 4, so we can type 4 spaces, which will be equal to 1 tab. So now for this every double quotes, we can go and just type this forward slash. And what will you think? Will this work? There is only one way to find out, that is to try it. So now no errors, nothing. So if you want to try, we can just come here. This, and what was our prefix? HTML. So we write HTML. There is it. You can see this box, and you can see HTML document. It's not full, and because we didn't write our description, then this will come as our description. But if we write it, description will come at here, and also there will be a user snippet always here, because it is a user snippet. You can see it's a HTML document, a name, and this thing. So what happens if we click it or press enter? Came, but we are here. No, we want to be here and here. So what do we do? So shall we use these tricks which they gave? I think you didn't understand what are they. I'll tell you. So when we want cursor to be here, then we will type a dollar and then a 1, because when we create this, when the user presses enter, at first they must be here. Okay? No, we don't want to be here. We want to be here. Now, but the document won't come now. So to make it work, we will use something like this. So instead of writing 1, we'll write open and close brackets, and then we'll type 1. At first it should come here, and then colon, and then a placeholder text. This placeholder text will appear when we are like when we pressed enter, we were selecting this, we were selected this device width. So when we press enter, we will be selecting this document, the starting. And if you press $0 here, you might be thinking this would come first because it's 0 and 0 is lesser than 1. No, 0 is for the last position of the cursor. So if we try it again, HTML, enter, you can see now we are here. Document is selected. So now I will write the name, the title, and then tab. We are back here. If you press tab, it's working like normal tab. And now the thing it mentioned that the same variable names means same ID means same text. So to understand it, after this hash head, I will type this one here also one ID and here also one ID. So what will happen? Let's check. Enter. You can see this both are selected and this both are document, because one time we mentioned one is document. So every time one will be document. So here if we write 2 and here also $2, then what will happen? So if I will type HTML enter, first we came here, tab. Second, our cursor will be at these 2 points. These 2 points. So whenever we type something, it will be typed at those both points. It is very fun. Then when you press tab, we'll go to the 0, last position. But we don't want this. So we have created our HTML snippet. We can do this for JavaScript also. And I have created many snippets already. Just let me uncomment it. Yeah. So now it will work the same. start your HTML for document, and the same, except that instead of $0 I just wrote like this, $0 : and don't forget that this will be in double quotes. Yes, so here I wrote P and start here, so that this text will be written and I will be selecting them at the last position of the cursor. Only the small difference. And also a bonus shortcut, if you are at one line which is very long, and at the middle, if you want to press enter on the next line, either you will click here and then press enter, or either you will use function right arrow to go to the last and then press enter, or simply control enter. This is the shortcut. Control enter to press enter on the next line, and alt plus up and down arrow keys to move the text up and down, the line up and down, and they will follow the indentation also. There are many fun things in VS Code that I always do while I'm free. This is all for this part. If you like this video, then like it and share it with your friends and family members. If you want to see more videos like this, then subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon. Till then, thank you.